Welcome, energy quantization. In energy quantization, we want to talk about how the energy are being quantized. But in this section of the video, we are going to concentrate more on the aspect of the calculation. So, and that is what our topic on energy quantization is going to entail. And we have this beautiful formula that H energy is equal to Hf. When this one is our energy measured in joules, the H is our Planck's constant, and the Planck's constant is 6.62 times 10 raised to the power minus 34. And you should know that F is the frequency. And if F is the frequency, please pay attention very well, because I'm going to be proving a lot of formulas that are going to help you under this course itself. Now, look at what I'm saying. We already know that if this is my equation 1, and we now know that V is equal to F lambda, when this one is our velocity in meter per second, well, this one is the frequency in what? In hertz. And then you have this one. This one is our what? Our wavelength. We can call it lambda. And the wavelength is measured in what? In meters. Now, look at what I want to do. I will call this my equation 2. Now, since V is equal to F lambda, making F subject of the formula, you have F is equal to V all over what? Lambda. Now, I'll call this my equation 3. And if this is my equation 3, I'm going to substitute this equation 3 into my equation 1. And then this will now change to be what? E is Hf. So whenever I see F, I'm going to represent it with what? V all over what? Lambda. And that's what I want to do. I hope you are with me, class. Good. Now, what I'm going to do right now is my E will now give you what? Hv all over lambda. And this will be my what? Equation 4. Please note this thing very well. That E is the energy measured in joules, H is our Planck's constant, and V is the velocity of light. While our lambda, which is the wavelength, is what? Is this. And I want you to know something. Like I said, this is a Planck's constant. V is the velocity of light, and it's also constant. So this is 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8. 3 times 10 raised to the power of what? 8 meter per what? Second. Velocity of light is also what? Constant. You should know all these things yourself, please. Throughout the course of this video, I'm not going to be giving you these two constants, because I will assume you already know it. And then so these constants, you should write it down on your jotter to know what to use or how to calculate it. We have a beautiful example here. Calculate the energy of a photon with a frequency of what? A frequency of 275 gigahertz. And we already know that energy is what? Hf. So remember, this is not given, but they already assume you know this. That's why you need to cram the Planck's constant. Now, that means that energy is 6.626 times 10 raised to the power minus 34 times 275 times, whenever you see gigahertz, it simply means times 10 raised to the power of 9. So you're going to add times 10 raised to the power of 9 to it. And if you punch this in your calculator, you will get 1.82 times 10 raised to the power of minus 22 joules. Minus 22 joules. Remember, energy is in what? It's in joules. This thing is easy. Once you have already mastered our formula, you know what Planck's constant represents, you know what the velocity of light represents, you'll be solving this like never before. This is another example number 2. You can pause it. You can simply pause it and get the answer immediately. What is the energy of a photon with a wavelength of 500 nanometers? We already proved that energy is what? Hc all over Hv all over what? Lambda. At the beginning of our video, we proved it. So all you need to do right now is insert it. 6.26 times 10 raised to the power minus 34 times, don't be confused and say, did not give me velocity. It's also a constant. So 3 times 10 raised to the power of 8 all over, you have 500. Whenever you see these nanometers, it means what? Times 10 raised to the power of minus 9. Don't be confused with nanometers and gigameters. We already done all these things. They are on our channel. Endeavor to watch the video. If you put this in your calculator, you should get 3.98 times 10 raised to the power of minus 19. And of course, the SI in this is in what? In joules. This is so easy, guys. So endeavor, revise the formula, and we'll